Hello and welcome to Physics Problems One by One.
So here is a problem. As always, read it, maybe once, maybe twice, and then pause the video and try to solve it yourself.
Today would be my next installment for the playlist Math for Physics, Algebra, and let's do the very simple equation 3x plus 7 equal 25. I don't know, I took those numbers from my head, maybe those would be not a good numbers. What we have here, we look here and we see x is unknown. Boom. If x is unknown, and by the way we notice that it is x, not x squared, not x cubed, not square root of x. So, but it doesn't matter because we have said that it is a linear equation if we pure math, but I don't even want to go there. I say x should be isolated. Nothing should be standing with the x. It should be alone. How to make it that it stands alone? We take minus 7, so it will be gone from both sides of equation. Tells subtract 7 from both sides of equation, and then we have 3x equal 25 minus 7, it would be probably 18. So the trick is to say, if you're writing a scientific paper and solving this equation, you say, oh, let's subtract 7 from both sides of equation. This is a formal trick because left is the same, right is the same. I can subtract $7 from left and $7 from right, and the equation will be correct. I can subtract 7 apples from left, 7 apples from right, and the equation will be the same. But people often do this just simply after you will do it in your head. You say 3x plus 7, I take 7 here and I change the sign. It's essentially absolutely the same because those are gone. So sometimes I may say let's subtract 7 from both sides. Sometimes I may say that simply move 7 to other side and change the sign. So, but you have to be very, very careful. There is no fraction, no multiplication. This should be of this thing. The thing that left plus this or minus this, and then you take it away. Right? And then you say if 3x equal 8, then you simply say that's another thing that comes here. Let's say I can divide both sides into 3, because if I divide in 3 parts, this is equal left side and right side, it would be absolutely the same. Why I divide in 3, not in 4, not in 7? Well, because 3 and 3 I want to get rid of them. And then I have 18 over 3, right? And then I have my result, x equals 6. Because 3 and 3 is gone, 18 over 3 is 6. But of course, so scientific method it said, let's divide both sides of this equation into 3. But we people, we always say this, that this is this, this is this, and this is this mnemonic. And I can shuffle things the way I want from here to here, without changing signs, nothing. So all I'm doing here, I say this, and I want x to be isolated. So x is left, equal. Underneath I want x to be alone, so it would be 1. I change nothing, but if I change nothing, I do this. And this is for this mnemonics I'm writing only. Right side stays the same, 3 is traveling here. And I immediately receive x equals 6. So you have to be very smooth with this. And this is one equation. And of course it may be x squared minus 25 equals 16. How you solve this equation? It's not the first degree, it's not linear, but it still doesn't matter. X squared still stays here, equals 16 plus 25. I send this to there, but of course I have to say, let's add 25 to both sides of equation. I add 25 would be gone, and here it would be like this. Right? And then it would be x squared equal 16 plus, I took a bad numbers, 35, 41. And then x, I extract square root from both sides, and it will be plus or minus. Because positive number and negative number would be good, because then if I multiply it by itself, this becomes 41 and this becomes x. Of course, if I put here better numbers, like for example y squared minus 9, that's what I wanted, then I send 9 to this part, y squared equal 9 plus 16, y squared equal 25, y equals square plus minus 5. So of course, and then of course I can verify. Validation. If you can validate your result or verify it, it would be very, very good. For example, this equation, let's verify, put it here, it would be 5 squared would be 25, 25 minus 9 equals 16, 25 minus 16 indeed equals 16. So it's called verification or validation, whatever you prefer. So you obtain the result, you plug it back here, you receive the numbers should become left and right the same. Another thing, notice how I write. I write, previously when I was using a plus b squared, I use equal, equal. When I have equations, I don't do this. I never do this because it's like sitting on the dinner table and eat with your hands. It's not right. If I have equation, doesn't matter what equation is, 3x plus 5 equal 10, for example, or equal minus 10, right? So the next time I never write equal. This is equation. Equation is the things that have left side and right side, and between them left side and right side, and between them there is equal sign. So whatever I do, I support the same formation. So here how I will solve, I say 3x, 5 I shift to another side, I change the sign, it will be minus 10 minus 5. 3x equal 10 bananas and 5 bananas, minus 15 bananas. Okay? And then how I do this, I see that this is a multiplication, it's factor out, so I shift it to the bottom of the left side. I say x equal minus 15 over 3. And I type x equal minus 5. I never write here equals minus 5 because this is equation and this is who knows what it is. Yes, I transfer the right side, but if you transfer the right side, it's right side of equation, so please write the equation as this and then write the right side. Okay? One little thing. If this would be 3x over 2, for example, right? What was it? Minus 5 it was, equal minus 10. Pretty much like the same, like previous time, but it would be 3x over 2. 5 is shipped there, or this would be plus. Then it would be minus 10 minus 5. 3x over 2 equal minus 15. And then how I solve it? I can of course say that I multiply both sides on 2/3. Then 2 would be gone, 2 would be gone, and this multiplied by 2/3 would be exactly like as if I shift 2 here, minus stays, 2 here, and 3 here. 3 goes here, and this is, if you look, 2/3 by 3, 2. This would be gone after multiplication, and this will look exactly like this, because 2 will go here, and 3 will go on the bottom, and it's basic math, but you have to be very fluent in this, and try not to do many things at once. And for now, let's stop. I don't want to overwhelm you. And next time I will talk how to solve equations, system of equations, because very often I have it, as you noticed. Subscribe, bell, like, question, problem. See you next time.